Thank you very much, Honorable Committee. My name is Robert Tangway. I'm the author of New Hampshire Oliver Twist, and also the gentleman who they were talking about, where the coalition called 911 on me after telling me to go see them. And I have that all on video, and they have a false report. I reported it to the Concord Police. So what we have is being exposed is Epstein Mountain and also Hillsborough County, Epstein Hill, where Nashua and Manchester are. That's where a lot of the corruption is, the most powerful county in the state of New Hampshire with the most population. I have a couple things that I want to go over. What they've been describing as a political patronage, prosecution, and protection racket. So prosecutors can choose whatever they want to do. Anyone can choose what to do, but you can kind of stifle the cases and then go after your political opponents and then make money off of it. And so that's how the coalition generally works. You can check out their website. The Women's Bar Association, which Hans Marconi, the Supreme Court Justice, is connected to the lawyer, which I'm suing, who said fraudulent things. First of all, I support this bill. About me. So she chaired on the Women's Bar, which lobbies political officials, judges, and such. There's an opportunity notice from 2022, which surprisingly was signed on the day that the mother of my children filed a fictitious domestic violence petition stating physically and mathematically impossible findings of fact through the civil procedure, which is why 173B is unconstitutional. In that opportunity notice from the DOJ, VAWA grant money to protect only women in 6 separate paragraphs, no mention of men, training judges, prosecutors, and police officers. The City of Manchester gets other funding, and they train other police networks. What you're going to see is, okay, so Amanda Sexton Grady is married to the political correspondent, Adam Sexton, right? And then every 2 years, 4 years, a ton of money is dumped in to the state. The person, the governor, senators, they all get more outside money than inside money. And so it's really a slush fund, this funding. So they also have they're biased against men. They have a Concord Monitor advertisement for Mother's Day, nothing about men. And this is knowing that there is, in New Hampshire, economically, I'm a marketing guy, so you have a market share. Well, New Hampshire is special because 5% more men by the CDC have said, hey, I'm physically abused by a woman. And it's lower in New Hampshire. And this is from the National Domestic Violence Group. So it's a market, so they have to, this is a business. How do we expand the market in here? Because they should be up in, with everybody else where women are the primary victims. So specifically the coalition, I called a 9523 after going to the family court. They instructed me to go to the Manchester YMCWA. I went there. They called the police on me. Then I came up to Concord, went there, which surprisingly the same building, right? Steve Dupree owns this building and manages it. As you come in, you'll see that. And he was embroiled with the Monopolies scandal. Anyway, so I went there after they told me to come back, and then they called 911 on me and said I was screaming in the hall. Well, I have video of that. Then
if you can tighten it up a little bit more, we're just trying to make sure that everybody has a chance to speak, and you've been going on a little while, but I'll give you some more time.
Not very long, and actually, if you look at it, so here's the testimony. They go in and tamper with witnesses. This is the testimony of the mother of my children in a family court. Thank you for letting me speak, which she was told not to read from, but she read it anyways and gave it to me. Thank you for letting me speak, Your Honor. I want to explain in my own words why I feel this protection order needs to be extended. Even with the DVO in place, Mr. Tangway is continuing to abuse, harass, and control me in any way he still can through the legal system, withholding child support and online articles, YouTube videos, and a podcast. He's filed over 70 motions with our cases and been taken to both the parenting case and the DVO to the Supreme Court. More than one of the motions he's filing are frivolous and repetitive. He calls me a lot of stress and a lot of money, and he uses the motions to continue to share his false narrative and make me look like a horrible person. He assumes a lot, but he states it as truth. It's litigation abuse. He has not seen our kids in over a year and refuses to pay child support, knowing how difficult it is for me to maintain the household and support the kids of my own. This is the important part. His behavior over the last year can be very erratic and concerning. Hearing the Domestic Violence Coalition had to file a no trespassing order makes me really scared. So she's saying she's scared because the coalition told her to be scared. Mr. Tangway does not seem to understand boundaries of what comes to be posting on YouTube, blah, blah, blah. He uses the YouTube videos, podcasts, and online articles that are full of assumptions and false information and portrays me in a bad light to the public, accusing me of kidnapping, fraud, perjury, and includes pictures of the kids and I. He spent months talking to the police to get me charged with kidnapping. All of this has been extremely hard and difficult and stressful. Knowing an email was sent out statewide to domestic violence locations informing them of Robert Tangway's harassing behavior towards the coalition and other DV locations caused me a lot of fear. So, and then she goes on to say that she's getting support, everybody's helping her, trying to help her, the police and all that stuff. She went to the police and they didn't find probable cause and told her to go file a DV, which her lawyer wrote physically, and the judge wrote physically and mathematically impossible. I'm suing her, her lawyer, Attorney Ames, and the city of Manchester because of the fraud that's going on. I have not seen my kids in 3 years. This is disgusting. What they're doing is absolutely disgusting, and there's so much evidence. But if you go to the Attorney General, they have an opportunity notice, which I'll give to you, which only protects women. They are funding them and then putting them on the commission for and the Judicial Selection Committee. By the way, Lynn Shillette was on the Judicial Selection Committee. It's gerrymandering the family courts, which is extremely lucrative for lawyers. And if you talk to any lawyer that's not a family lawyer, they don't want to do it because it's nasty. So we need to pass this bill to have accountability. You guys have the authority to do so. If not, we have the authority to go and sue the coalition, and that's what has to happen, because we're not going to get protests. They're piggybacking off of what is obvious. Anybody who domestic violence, and they're trying to expand what domestic violence is. Domestic violence is physical or sexual abuse or threats thereof. It's not sad feelings. It's not puppy dog eyes or a bad relationship or I want more money. And they're using it strategically to get more money and funnel the assets into their money into assets, buildings, property, real estate, and such. That's my testimony. Thank you for letting me conclude it. If you guys have any questions, that's fine. If not, I can send you the documents, which are public record, and you guys gotta pass this. You can't ITL it, and you got to bring it forward.
Thank you very much for your testimony. Seeing no questions, thank you. If you can send that along, that'd be wonderful.
Perfect.